Hello Flosstube, my name is Natalia and this is my channel Official Mermaids Cove, where I share my cross stitching craft and other crafty things. It is beginning of July, so it's close to the middle of the year. June's ended, so I thought it would be a good time to do my mid-year WIP parade. There's a couple of WIPs that I'm not going to show you here because I haven't gotten any progress on them and I've stashed them away. One of them I showed in previous WIP parade was my Angel of Elegance. I'll pop in a picture. This is a Dimensional Gold kit. I started it in December 27th of 2022, or sorry, 2021. I kind of only worked on that as like a work project during the holidays, so hasn't really got any more progress. So you'll be seeing a picture here of where it was last time, and that's where it is now. The other WIP that I'm not going to be showing here in person is Sky Hunter. It was a pre-started kit that I had to like kit up again and pick up where the previous stitcher had left off. It's a pattern distributed by Color Charts. I started it I found it and started it working on it June 12th, 2023. Haven't made any more progress on that, so I'll be popping a picture of that, and where you see it is where I left off on that. Okay, so then we'll start with the WIPs that I have worked on throughout the year. We'll go into my Gecko Rouge kits. I have two kits that I've been working on. The first one is, here's a picture of what it looks like. This one is Dracarys. The artwork is by Dailen Ogden. It's charted by Gecko Rouge. And I bought this as a kit, and I'm working it on 28 count gridded even weave. I'm going to keep it in the Q-snap. This is the largest WIP so far that I've worked on, so I already have it nice and tucked in here, so I'm not going to remove it. I did make some progress on this from the last WIP parade that I did. You can kind of see a dragon here. I don't think I had planned on starting the dragons, but it was just so close to the top, and I wanted to try to make some progress down, so you can see his face. It's exciting. That's where I'm at with this one. And I'm hoping to make some more progress on that. I think I'm really going to double down on it next year. I know there's a bunch of stuff that I'm planning on finishing this year, so I might not get that a good chunk of progress. The next Gecko Rouge that I was working on, and I'm hoping to finish this year eventually, maybe not on the timeline that I was planning on, since I've been kind of sidetracked for the past month or so, but still hoping to get it finished this year. It's this one. This is Yinyang Dragons. The artwork is by Jonas, Joedicke. You can see his name there. I might have mispronounced that. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. Charted by Gecko Rouge, also on 28 count gridded even weave. Dracarys, I was working it on 10 stitch, 2/1 10 stitch. This one, I did the first row in 1/1 cross, and then I switched over to doing 2/1 tent, because I just make more progress that way, and I still get good coverage regardless. So I do have both the dragon faces done up here, and then the bodies go down here. So really liking how this is turning out. Look at all the details. I can't get over this. You can see all the ridges on the scales of this dragon, and the spirals of the horns, and the fur. It just looks so cool. So yeah, I didn't take this one completely out of the Q-snap either. Sorry about that. But I don't want to completely undo this. See, now I'm trying to figure out how I had it folded in here. That'll be good enough, I guess. Okay, so that was that one. The next one I have to show you is, I can insert a picture of what the chart looks like, but this one is a Mirabilia. This is my Mermaid of the Pearls. Haven't had much progress on her, but I have it on this nice fabric that I did myself. It's a 16 count fabric. Ada, and I'm stitching this 2/2 with the call for threads. I haven't had much progress since the last time I showed it. I do want to start working on this one after I wrap up my letters for Nora. So hopefully this one will get more progress on her. The next WIP I can show is this one. So this one is actually a Christmas design. This is the first pattern that I started from the cross stitch studio. I really like the charting, and it went into Pattern Keeper really easily. I'm doing this in like a larger size. I'm trying to make it like maybe a pillow cushion size for my husband. I'll insert a picture of what it looks like. And this is how far I've gotten. This is called I Tried, and it's has the Grinch on it, which my husband's a really big fan of, the Dr. Seuss Grinch movies and the Jim Carrey live action one. I think he watches both. We watched both a couple of times last Christmas. I'm stitching this on a this is a 28 count Charles Craft oatmeal even weave. This is kind of, it's a really big piece. Yeah, I'm stitching it 2/2 on here, so it's like I'm stitching it on 14 count. So this can be pretty big. These are the colors. I'm just using the called for DMC. I have that all in there. Really nice bright colors for all the different colored Christmas lights. So I'm probably gonna end up working a lot on that one this Christmas for my husband. The next one I have to show is Sweet Summertime, A Time for All Seasons. This is by Cottage Garden Designs. I can insert a picture of what it looks like here. And I'm stitching this on a 36 count linen stitched by Be Stitch Me called Frile Morte. This is as far as I've gotten. I'm stitching it on half a piece with this about eighth. It's really nice, like sunrise effect to the fabric, which is why I chose it for this. I'm planning on making some changes to it. I think instead of a watermelon, I'm going to have it sitting on a Puerto Rican drum. I was originally going to do this for my dad, but I think I picked something else for him. So I'm thinking I'm going to be maybe sending this to my grandfather. We'll see. That's where I am with it. I have the called for specialty threads here. It has 2 gentle art threads, pomegranate and onyx. I have both of those. And then I also have the called for DMC on a card. I was planning on using this as a work project after I finish my Sal, so hopefully get more. There's not really a timeline for that one. It's just something I wanted to work on. All the fairies you saw in my previous WIP parade I've finished. I haven't decided how I'm going to fully finish them yet. I'm going to get together with my sister and decide that. I also finished my Dimensions kit. So the other thing I have is my Yinyang Dragons Sal project. I'll insert a picture of what that looks like. Oh, I didn't mention the summertime stitching. I'm stitching that 1 thread over 2 threads of fabric. So I'm stitching that 1/1 full cross. Well, not 1/1, using 1 thread full cross over 2 strands of the 36. If that makes sense. Okay, so this is my You're the Dragon Sal project for 2024. I'm stitching The Beauty and the Beast by Autumn Lane Stitchery. I'm stitching it on a 18 count fabric 2/2. I hand-dyed this fabric with my sister. I'm using the call for colors and this is how far I've gotten with my dragon. I've done the mermaid's tail completely, and I still have like her head to do up here, and then the dragon's tail ends here, and then twists around her until the dragon's head's up here. So far I like how the pattern's stitching up around the colored areas of the fabric, so I'm looking forward to fully finishing this. I think it's going to look really, really nice on this fabric. And I really like how everything's popping, especially since I added the darkest blue on there. It feels like this is just popping off of here, which looks really nice. So I'm super happy with it. I want to finish this soon. Autumn Lane has hinted that they're going to be releasing another mermaid design. And I think they might, if possible, if they're able to get it out, they might release the mermaid box. So I'll be purchasing that if they do that. And if they release another mermaid design, you know I'll be stitching that. I have a goal to stitch all the mermaids. I finished my Mirabilia. You've seen this one before. I'll insert a picture of what the original looked like. I'm doing a change to this one. This is the letters for Nora pattern based off her fairy series. This is the letter E. It would have been Eleanor, but I'm doing a Sailor Moon conversion on this. I'm stitching it on a upholstery linen. It's not an even weave, but I am stitching it 2/2 threads. The count on here is close to 28 count, but it's not even on both sides. I did the skin 2/1/10 to match my niece. Hair is the same way, so I still have some. I wanted to try to stitch most of the Sailor Moon portions first before I start stitching the letter. The letter, I'm subbing out colors that I got at my LNS. Well, my LNS. It's like over an hour away. But I was in the vicinity, so I was able to pick colors to try to match as close as possible what the call for colors are based on the picture. And I showed some of those in the past. I've seen people maybe create like a Google Doc where they can show all the threads that they subbed out. So I might try doing that for the threads. I know some of my projects, I think I'll be also subbing beads for this, where I can put them, I can. Some of those beads are thrifted and they don't have names to them, so I won't be able to like give all the specificities for all that. But with information I can provide, I will. But that's where I am with this one. So I've been working on that. This was a project I started that my sister gifted me. It was a kit. It's called Wintry Wolf. I haven't worked on this one too much. It's still where I left it off last time I showed it. This is like a stamped kit, and it shows you what colors to use. So I've really only done like a small section here. This would also be a good take to work project, and since I got more Q snaps, I could probably snap this on there. I have some roller frames, but I think I'm gonna try to buy, maybe if I see them at the retreat, you know those clamps that like stretch them across sideways? Like I haven't been able to achieve like a nice tension when I use roller frames. So I might either be using Q snap for this, or I might switch over to try using some roller frames to see if that helps with my tension issues. But I've been enjoying working on this, and obviously, you know, the picture looks really nice, so I'm sure I'll be happy with it when it's finished. I think we're just about there. The only last thing that I've been working on is my SAL. I've been working on an Ever After SAL, the Ever After SAL hosted by Forbidden Fabric Co. I bought the kit for the SAL, which came with the fabric and the threads. So this is where I'm at. So if you are working on this and you haven't seen the releases, look away now. Spoilers incoming. This is where I'm at. I got 32 count. I have it here. A 32 count Belfast linen. And the colorway is Ever After. Like I said, dyed by Forbidden Fabric Co. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces released. This is the 7th piece that I'm working on now. I think the words, that's all for the words, so I'm just stitching up the last bowl of the prunes. And then we still have these different sections to go. I'm really interested to see what's going to come in this last section. Really enjoyed working on it. I love this movie. I love all the quotes. And I love this fabric. I love the colors. I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to be in the other sections. It's weekly releases, so they release on Monday, so this was released yesterday. So I've been taking this to work and working on it and keeping up with it like that. So looking forward to the next part. One more WIP that I have to show. Okay, so it is right here. It's not on frame. I'll have to put it on frame. But this, I've been working on this. This is Periwinkle Mermaid by Whittier Stitches. I'm stitching this on a 16 count Ada Crystal Jazz. It's a opalescent fabric dyed by Pictureless Plus. It's really pretty, really glitzy, sparkle. Perfect mermaid fabric, and this is where I've gotten so far. I stitched some of the seaweed here, and I was stitching, this is the edge of the fin of one of the mermaids. So yeah, I want to get back to working on this. I need to put this in a frame. I'll have to Frankenstein my cue snaps together so I can put this on somewhere. But yep, those are my WIPs. We'll see what I end up adding to. I'm thinking about starting something new for the retreat coming up this month. We'll see what I decide on. So it'll be good. I might pick a small, considering all the big things I have going on. But who knows? Go big, go home, right? I have those really fancy full coverage cross-stitch charts that I bought off of Thread Geek's site by Chris Book. Might do those. I actually do have a hate chart. I have one. Well, no, I have two. I have one of the freebies and I have one that I actually bought. And I haven't started either of them, so I might decide to start a hate. Wouldn't that be interesting? Just go. And of course, the one that I bought was a mermaid, and the one that was the freebie was the sea turtles one. So either way, ocean themed. Should be appropriate. I mentioned in my latest update, I'm getting really close. I had a really big break where I wasn't recording on my regular schedule. And when I came back, I realized it's time to record my WIP parade, and we were like 1 or 2 people away from 200 subscribers already. So when we hit that, I'll be announcing the next celebration of a mile mark for the channel. So look out for that if you want to enter. If I'm able to record that within the next few weeks, I'll be able to get it out before I go to the retreat. Are you planning on going to Stitch Florida? Let me know. Leave a comment down below. It'd be good to start talking to some of the people and making some friends beforehand, so I have a point of contact when I get there. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm sure you have other WIP parades that you need to watch, and I still have another video to record about how I'm framing my Mirabilia that I finished. It's not a WIP anymore, but I can show you her here in all her glory. This is Nightingale by Mirabilia. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Happy. She will be going away to her new home. I'm hoping to show her off at the retreat before she gets gifted, but we will see. I hope you're having plenty of time to stitch. And you know, some of my busyness was work, but it's also been hanging out with friends and fun times, so I hope you've been having plenty of that as well. You've been reaching out with people and connecting with people. We're all human, we all need connection, so make sure you're reaching out to your friends and scheduling time to meet up and socialize. Until next time, happy stitching!